Mobility and Lifts, your stairlift expert.
There is a lot of talk, and rightly so, happily so, about the feeling I think all of us have collectively that we're beginning to come out of this COVID year. But we also know the very difficult truth that for many people watching the show this morning, there was a lot of financial impact from 2020 and COVID. They certainly have seen that at Chattanooga Room in the Inn. Lisa Witt is the development coordinator for that wonderful nonprofit, and she joins us this morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I would think that that's a true statement. I mean, already your mission has been to help women who find themselves on the brink of homelessness, and depending on what your financial situation has been in 2020, there are a lot of people who've been very negatively impacted.
That is correct. We also serve children, women with children as well.
So do talk to me a little bit. Most people, I think, watching us this morning have at least heard about Chattanooga Room in the Inn, but they might not really understand what y'all are doing on a day-to-day basis and how long you've been doing it.
Right. We are an organization that began in 1988, and it was a lot of local churches here in the community who decided that they needed to help women and women with children to find shelter from their homelessness and to help them improve their lives. And so moving forward in 1992, we actually became a full operational facility that now is open 24/7 to give individuals, women and children, the opportunities that they need to improve their lives, and then to move on into permanent housing is the ultimate goal.
We find here on 3+U how giving our audience is. It's very reflective, I think, of the Chattanooga community at large. So I'm sure you're seeing a lot of donations come in on a pretty regular basis. You've got the Chatta Derby coming up soon, where people can take part in an auction, right, to help raise monies for you?
Yes, that is correct. That's coming up, and that's going to run from Monday, which is April the 26th, and end on Saturday, which is May the 1st. And that's the actual day that the Derby, Kentucky Derby, does run. And so we're wrapping our fundraising event around that particular event that's happening in the Kentucky Derby.
So what you're doing this year is, instead of having the go-to event the day of the Derby, the auction lasts the week long leading up to it as your fundraiser. So if people are watching this morning and they want to donate an auction item, they can do that, right?
Yes, absolutely. They can call us at 64-6144 and let us know that they have something they would like to donate, and we would happily get them connected with who can help them with that process. And we are taking certainly auction items. We also have sponsorships still available, and those range from anywhere from $1,500 up to $5,000, and you can still call that number as well.
When the women come into your care, are there some items that you need to help them when they first come in? Are y'all ever in need of clothing or toiletries or anything like that for the women and their children?
Yes, what our current needs are right now is we could use certainly some small bedside lamps or some fans. Also insect repellent. You know, we're starting to come upon the springtime, and it's going to get pretty buggy before long, so we could use some insect repellent for sure. Also some bins, the 12 to 16 size would be great to help us store some of our supplies in. That would be awesome, and that would be certainly something we could use.
Do you mind telling me too, and for our audience's sake, when the women do come into your care, I don't remember, are they there for a certain length of time, or is it a case-by-case basis depending on how quickly she's able to get back on her feet?
Yes, we have shelter up to 45 days, but usually it is a case-by-case, and it can range up to 9 months if necessary. But there again, the ultimate goal is to get them into permanent housing and to help them move into a better situation and not to revert back to homelessness.
And being able to keep the kids together with their moms, also so important.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for sharing some time with us this morning. Let me go ahead and let folks know, again, how they can either contribute to Chatta Derby this year, or even more importantly, have fun by bidding on one of those fantastic auction items. It kicks off April 26th, runs until May 1, the day of the Derby. All of this to benefit Chattanooga Room in the Inn. Their website there on your screen, ChattanoogaRoomInTheInn.com. The number that Lisa gave you before, 624-6144, if you would like to call and find out how perhaps you can help their efforts. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Far too often, people are being seriously injured and hurt because of negligent drivers distracted by their cell phones. If you've been harmed by a negligent or distracted driver,